Any data point 2 minutes?
Yeah, they moved. Are they moving to the point?
Yeah. It seems
right.
so.
Follow me 40 seconds.
The code roll.
Alright, holding the stun wall.
We're losing.
They're charging, start moving left down this wall.
Shit left.
Move on the wall.
On the left or right side?
Stay frosty. Do you have eyes on? Into them.
Right,
See them. Get them.
Go.
Get them, boys.
To the right one, opposite. Nice.
Get that flag.
Pardon me.
Bishop.
Down. These motherfuckers. In the trees.
I'm sorry, Jackson.
Oh, jeez.
Northeast.
Fire.
Hey.
Fire.
Alright, fire Will.
We just fired over the head.
Yeah. I mean, you can aim for them if you want to. Captain, you might be able to join now. We've got 24.
Company halt.
Alright, Governor.
Right face.
Bravo.
Right face.
I love your little waistcoat.
Fill the gap between. Yeah.
Parade rest.
Thank you.
Good job, both.
Order arms. Press F6.
Order arms.
Yeah, order arms, Bravo, press F6.
This front.
Nice one.
How do you get your mouse back in game?
Praise the
Oh.
fuck.
Praise the buck on
That's
him.
the sign. Let's back up.
Nice kick.
Raise them.
Good man.
Base. DNA, man.
It's so strange when you're used to seeing the names above people's head.
Oh yeah, I thought my name's just broke.
Corporal Taylor.
It feels
Yes.
like the game is glitched.
Can't believe you
You
said
can.
order.
Alright. How do you do? Order.
Not too bad, man.
Order. Form,
Don't want to form on our left.
Yeah, I was going to. 17, left base. Left base.
40 seconds, shoulder.
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 Arm.
Gentlemen, you're going to form a line to my
30
left.
seconds.
Gentlemen,
Order.
march.
Freeze.
Line to my left.
Arm. Press P, press
P.
P.
left, gentlemen, to the left.
Press P.
Press B.
Press left.
Magnus.
Press left.
Press B.
E, not B.
Press P.
Ranger.
P.
I've not played the game for a year.
Alright.
P as in Papa.
40 seconds.
Pierce in Pape.
Shoulder.
Shoulder.
Arm.
P again.
Clockwork, go fill yourself in on the right side. Just where I left that gap. Just clock. There you
Order.
Order.
Done.
Order.
17,
Ah.
can you hear me engage?
F6.
1+1.
F6 again.
Okay.
Sorry, American.
Shoulder arms, gentlemen.
Shall I put my bayonet on?
Yeah.
Now do we...
And shoulder arms.
Magnus order arms.
Magnus. Bravo. That's it.
Someone set shoulder arms.
There was a different company.
Okay.
42nd, listen in.
Right, gentlemen, listen up.
I can't hear
I'll
him.
start then. Right, hello.
can't hear anything.
Hello. 17th Michigan, Captain Simo. Apologies about this sort of quick time event. I know the 4th Rhode Island, you were already preparing to do a drill, but for the rest of you, I understand this was a bit short notice. However, the main idea was just to do a joint training with the 14th, but that has unfortunately not materialised because they are not online. So, instead, we're going to try 2 new tactics, I say, or formations. We have sort of dabbed in this before, however, anyone can hear me, by the way. Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
If you'd like me
Yes,
to
sir.
repeat anything, please interrupt, and I shall. But as I was saying,
did you say?
all your officers in your high command have spoken to each other, including myself, to every regiment with the EU Union, and we've all decided really these sort of two new formations we want to learn. So one being what we call an in-depth defence. I'm not sure if Tindu, you want to take over from this one and explain that.
So, defense in depth. The idea is that we will have a bigger unit in front. So let's say the Confederacy is charging. The larger unit will be in front in melee mode, ready to absorb the attack, whereas the smaller unit will be in the rear, where they'll be able to use their shots and hopefully get a reload in while the larger unit is engaging the CSA. It'll also make it harder for them to fight us with another tactic that we're going to be learning, which will be the push through. Do you want to explain the push through, Tushy?
Yeah, exactly. So think of it like 2 lines on a piece of paper. Bigger line at the front, smaller line on the rear. It allows the rear rank to break up their charge, almost like a double rank, but there is a separation between both of the regiments. We have tried it before and it has worked. However, it's still what you might consider unproven. So please bear that in mind. This is what we will be training on as well. Yeah, and the second thing, Lars, what did we decide to call it? Mr. Tyndall.
Oh, it's a push through.
Push through, that's it, push through. So, for the second sort of formation and tactic thing we wanted was, which I believe you've already used, 42nd. Possibly the 4th as well. I don't think the 17th has, and I'm not sure about possibly the Pennsylvania.
I believe it was the 4th and us that used it together in our previous big drill.
Perfect. So,
Against you guys.
Yeah, you're fully aware then of what that is, so I don't need to go over too much, but essentially I sort of talk to the uninitiated. 2 regiments charging. You've got a front regiment and a rear regiment, similar to the in-depth thing, but on the attack. So, front regiment will go straight into them, smash into the front line. Rear regiment will go straight past the front line of the enemy that you've charged, and they will go into the rear, cause as much damage as possible. Take the officers down, take the NCOs, take the flag, and then loop around and then go smack them in the arse again. It's basically causing a lot of chaos, a lot of damage. Even if the attack fails, you know you've done enough damage that they won't. It'd be very unlikely they'll be holding that position for long.
Yeah.
So that's essentially.
It'll
it.
also disorientate them. The rear unit's going to push all the way through, then come back around to hit them in the arse. It's going to completely mess up their formation. So the front unit is the one focusing on melee. The rear unit, fuck the melee, push right through, then come back in for some.
Absolutely.
Is that on one or both of the flanks?
Very situational.
It's in the rear itself, straight through the center, essentially.
Yeah.
Or wherever they're coming in.
Most likely, most of the time.
So they don't
it's
need to
going
break up, they just come back on the rear.
It is through the line, not
Yeah, through the line. through the line and then back into its rear.
Yeah, thanks.
So let's say the 17th is a line. One unit's gonna charge into them, give them some of this, give them some of. Whereas the rear unit is just gonna push right. Well, if there was a gap, I'd push through. But yeah, push right through, and then hey motherfucker, right into the rear.
Straight through.
Straight through and then back around again into the rear. It'll
Hitting
mess up their
everyone all the
formation,
way if you can,
confuse
but
the
mainly
fuck out of them.
That would be something for the 17th to try a bit more. But the latter at least, but for the former, that would be something we will try a bit more. And I guess as well as a sort of third thing is free firing at will. As a sort of a minor thing, just to practice on while we're also here. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's the minor thing.
Yeah. And afterwards, I think the 4th Alliance also in agreement is just a small little friendly match after we've done this training a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's
Everything?
good.
That sounds good to me. Alright. So. '17, left face.
42nd, above.
17, left.
About.
Well.
Your commands will let you know.
Shoulder.
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 Above.
About.
Face.
Forward march.
At the triple quick.
Triple quick.
March.
Mark.
Main line.
Get on the fence in front of the church.
And the fence in front of the church.
So the tactic here is we're going to work out how high you need to aim in order for the Union to hit the.
Man, this is right here.
I can't wait to eat some cornbread and gravy with some bacon and coffee.
I was up there, but we're completely suppressed.
Alright.
Alright, boys. Forming the line.
Back out, form the line.
Hurry, hurry. Ready? Aim.